Today on Newsbeat, a homeless man seems to have found a home on campus.
Also, a Southern University custodian has gotten himself into quite a mess.
And the on-campus crime alerts may be giving students the wrong impression.
All this and more, Newsbeat starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to Newsbeat. I'm Ambria Washington.
And I'm Michael Edmondson, and thanks for joining us on this Halloween night. First off, LSU police are investigating whether or not homeless individuals are sleeping in campus buildings. Students noticed a homeless man squatting in the Patrick F. Taylor building Wednesday night. Officials were notified. LSU Police Captain Corey Lalonde says no arrests have yet been made, but they are looking into the situation. 15 people are also without homes tonight in Port Allen after fire swept through their apartment complex. Officials responded to the call just before 11 p.m. Wednesday night. The American Red Cross is providing services to assist displaced families. No injuries have been reported. The cause of the fire is still unclear, but is suspected to have started in the kitchen of a downstairs apartment.
Cleaning up this mess may be difficult for one Southern University custodian. 31-year-old Brandon D. Square was accused of stealing several laptops and projectors from the university. Square is facing charges of burglary and 2 counts of theft. The Advocate reports that Square has a record of previous convictions, including cocaine possession, battery, and other property crimes. Southern University spokesman Ed Pratt declined to comment on whether or not criminal background checks are conducted on custodial staff.
Many students are signed up to get text message alerts when crimes happen on or near campus, but officials say sometimes that information can work against you.
LSU student Parks Vincent knows what it's like to fear for his life.
Scary almost. It's like childish, but I really don't know how else to describe it. It shocks you when you have the suspicion that someone is attempting to come back to kill you.
Vincent was one of the victims of an attempted robbery just 3 weeks ago at his apartment on State Street.
I had never experienced anything like that before in my lifetime, and it was certainly humbling, intensifying.
Although the LSU community may appear safe, LSU PD Captain Corey Lalonde says text alerts are the first line of defense to decreasing the amount of student victims.
Those are only sent out in situations where we feel there is still a continuing threat to public safety.
However, LSU criminologist Edward Shahada says he believes the text alerts have increased the fear of victimization.
When we're peppering people with information about all these victimizations, when in fact LSU is safer than the parking lot at Walmart.
Captain Lalonde says LSU PD is mandated by federal law to send out crime alerts. However, they do determine when alerts should be sent out.
We don't send out every single incident that happens on campus, and the main reason is we don't want people to become, I guess you could say, immune to it.
Yet Shahada believes that students are already immune to these alerts.
What are students actually doing on a day-to-day basis? Are they dropping into a defensive squat and running zigzag across the parking lot? If the students aren't going to change their behavior, and nor should they, then why are we doing this?
We want the community to know. We cannot be everywhere at once.
Shahada says he understands the role of LSU PD, but believes the text alerts should be very limited to more serious incidents.
Where there's the possibility of multiple casualties and catastrophic damage, of course, you have to be alerted.
But Parks says although this university is well respected, students should think twice about disregarding any crime alerts.
The way I see it, though, is that it's better to know than not know.
For Tiger TV, I'm Ambria Washington.
LSU ranked number 9 on the Business Report's list of most dangerous U.S. campuses in 2012.
Students love purple and gold, but Baton Rouge may not have the same pull. According to USA Today, 80% of graduates are willing to relocate post-graduation. Many students say they would move without hesitation, especially if a job opportunity was present. Most are eager to branch out and have this change of scenery. However, many are concerned about the cost of living and being away from family.
I think some of the challenges are going to be, not having my friends right outside my doorstep, and getting used to the culture and climate of the place, and just general adjustments that people.
Students should contact Career Services to get more information about working out of state.
Well, unfortunately, we couldn't scare away the rain tonight on this Halloween night.
I know. Let's see what Lauren Graham has to say. We go live to Lauren Graham with her holiday forecast.
After the break, so stay with us.
I'm Lauren Graham, your daily weather forecaster, and I'm here live outside of Hodges on campus. There is a tornado warning until 7 p.m., so I would stay indoors. There is winds expected to be 30 and 40 miles per hour and rain for the rest of the night. Temperatures will be in the mid-70s, but I would stay inside and try to stay off the roads as much as possible. As for Friday, most of the rain should be gone. The high is 78 degrees and the low is 51 with a 20% chance of rain. The rain should bring in lower temperatures for this weekend. On Saturday, the low is in the 40s, but by next week, it should warm back up. I hope everyone stays safe and has a great Halloween. I'm Lauren Graham, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Lauren. Well, it's that time of the year again for everyone to eat, drink, and be scary.
Coming up after break, we've got Katie Stewart with a special Halloween edition of Student Organization Spotlight. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Newsbeat. I'm Katie Stewart, keeping you organized with all things student organizations. Happy Halloween, everyone. Halloween is my favorite holiday of the year for many reasons. I love all the parties, decorations, candy, and most of all, the costumes. In honor of one of my favorite book series and a recently discovered student organization, this year I'm dressed up as Ginny Weasley from Harry Potter. If you have ever walked past the parade grounds and wondered what those people were doing running around with the poles between their legs, dodging balls and throwing them into circular posts, that would be the LSU Quidditch team practicing for a match. The LSU Quidditch team has been around since 2008 and is one of the oldest teams in the country. Throughout the years, LSU has become known as the powerhouse of the South. I spoke with team member Sarah Nealing about everything LSU Quidditch has and how they're not just the Harry Potter club.
People will find pictures of, there are definitely teams out there who take it more in the, as a way to be Harry Potter fans way, or don't take it as seriously, or in previous years, just because this is where it comes from, we were required to wear capes at World Cup. And so people will look at that and they'll be like, oh, this is silly, but then that's all they see of it. So you can't really judge based on.
But don't be fooled by the cloaks or the similarities it holds in the Quidditch and the Harry Potter series. Ground Quidditch is an actual sport that takes physical ability just like any other sport. The biggest difference between Harry Potter Quidditch and ground Quidditch that LSU plays is obvious. Unfortunately, there is no flying. There is, however, one keeper who guards the goalpost, 3 chasers who try to get the quaffle and the opposing team's goal to score, 2 beaters who try to tag out the chasers, and finally, 1 seeker whose job it is to catch a snitch and end the match. The LSU Quidditch team competes in about 2 to 3 tournaments a semester, including the regional tournament in February in hopes of moving on to the Quidditch World Cup. With plenty of time to prepare for the World Cup, the LSU Quidditch team is always looking for new members. Stop by the parade grounds during a practice on Tuesdays and Thursdays to be a part of this fun team. I hope everyone has a spooktacular Halloween, and regardless of what you dress up as this year, be safe, and as always, keep it organized, LSU. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Katie. I know I've always been curious about what the Quidditch team here does.
Yeah, me too.
But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for Newsbeat today. You can catch our full shows online at tigertv.tv or on our YouTube channel.
And be sure to connect with us on Facebook and Twitter for our latest updates.
From all of us at Newsbeat, thanks for joining us and have a fun-filled, safe Halloween.